Recently, under the Epstein Files Transparency Act, 12 massive datasets were unsealed. Their release triggered immediate panic among the billionaires and politicians named within. Many media reports describe Jeffrey Epstein as an isolated monster, a wealthy predator who operated entirely on his own. However, the internal logs and correspondence in these files suggests something different, a highly engineered and protected ecosystem. Understanding the scale of the scandal requires analyzing the specific mechanics Epstein used to build and shield his operations. The evidence points to a systemic breakdown, where elite corruption was designed to function in plain sight. In 1953, Epstein's career began far from high society. He was a college dropout making a living driving taxis through the streets of New York. He gained his first foothold by securing a math teaching position at the Dalton School. Despite lacking a degree, the role gave him access to the families of the Manhattan elite. He parlayed those connections into a job at Bear Stearns, where he mastered offshore finance, the specific technical methods used to move and hide assets across international borders. His ability to navigate offshore accounts caught the attention of Douglas Leese, an advisor who brought Epstein into the world of international arms deals. It was here that Epstein learned the value of managing the financial secrets of high-level government contractors. Mastering the art of moving illicit money and protecting the reputations of the powerful provided the structural blueprint Epstein eventually applied to human trafficking. Eventually, the network transitioned from managing financial assets to accumulating human leverage. Ghislaine Maxwell joined the enterprise as its primary operational manager, overseeing the day-to-day logistics of the expansion. They utilized systematic grooming and psychological manipulation to target high school and college-aged girls, drawing them into a controlled environment. These victims functioned as currency. Epstein used their abuse to secure favors and political capital from the global figures who frequented his properties. The network operated on a calculated business model, treating the exploitation of human life as a transactional tool for influence. Sustaining an operation of this magnitude required multiple layers of security to prevent legal interference. Epstein weaponized non-disclosure agreements to silence staff and victims, while wiring his properties with hidden cameras to record the activities of his guests for potential blackmail. He further isolated the operation by purchasing Little St. James Island, turning the property into a private fortress. The island's geographic isolation removed the need for traditional confinement. The deep water and jagged coastline acted as a natural barrier. On the ground, Epstein ensured the cooperation of airport officials and local security guards, who were paid to ignore standard legal protocols. This lack of oversight extended to his private jet, allowing him to move human cargo across borders without triggering official flight manifests or customs checks. When he received a non-prosecution agreement in 2008 for his crimes in Florida, it demonstrated that his architecture of institutional blackmail was performing its intended function. The first significant crack in this protection appeared in 2005, when a complaint from a Palm Beach high school brought local police to his estate. While the network survived that initial investigation, it could not withstand the public pressure generated by Julie Brown's 2018 investigative report, which circumvented the legal gatekeepers. This led to Epstein's 2019 arrest and his subsequent death in custody, which ended his personal control over the network. Following his death, investigators began pursuing his enablers, eventually forcing the release of the Epstein files. Although Jeffrey Epstein is dead, the structural loopholes he exploited, offshore secrecy, weaponized NDAs, and institutional complicity remain firmly in place. The newly unsealed files identify the individuals who participated in the network, but the system that protected them is still capable of hosting a new architect.